Ray Wheatley. I'm here with two-time world champion, WBC light heavyweight champion, Jeff the Hitman Harding. How are you, Jeff?
Hey, Ray. G'day.
Good to see you, buddy. Mate, Jeff, we spoke previously about your world title fights. You had 8 world title fights. But, mate, what I'd like to talk about now is the fights leading up to the title fights. Now, you made your professional debut in 1986 against Tommy Roberts as a super middleweight. Tommy Roberts had 35 fights at that time.
Across the road, buddy.
Across the road from where we are right now.
Yeah.
And you knocked him out in 4 rounds, mate. Can you tell me about that? I was there, but you tell me about it.
Oh, I had the Commonwealth Games silver, first pro fight. They said lots about Tommy. He fought, I think, Frank Ropus.
Well, he'd beaten Russell Sands
Russell
over here.
Sands, sorry.
Dino Burlinghurst, of course.
That's right. And,
Dino was one of the great trainers
one of the talk. Well, see, you're an encyclopedia. I'm not. You should see it from my side someday.
You took the
Dennis Andrews 3 times.
You took the hard
coming
ones,
to get you. Oh dear, he's haunting me.
Okay, now.
Sorry, but with Tommy, he was typical front runner fighter.
Clever.
Yeah, very clever.
You hunted him down.
And the first ever to get cut. So I was cut in my first professional fight. And Tommy both said too. As well.
You knew how to cut the ring off, but.
Well, yeah, cut the ring, but actually me physically getting cut. Well, I cut, and but the thing is, I chased him down, and he threw his best. And like I said in previous interviews, I took away his spirit.
Yeah, you did, mate. And mate, the next fight was at light heavyweight, and you fought Emmanuel Lottie, who fought for the world title, fought Chongpao Park for the world title. And mate, that was a classic bout. And you and Emmanuel Lottie at the Horden Pavilion.
I led with my chin in that one. Yeah. Well, see, I
punched it out.
Well, yeah.
You went toe to toe with it.
Same thing. It was more. My skill wasn't really evident in that match because, well, hey, I boxed him in Brisbane, and they were coming from all over Brisbane to watch me. I was sticking it right to him in Reg Lakes Gym when Jeff Fennick fought John Farrell, by memory.
That's right.
In Festival Hall. Yeah. Well, I went up with Jeff to train up there because I fought the Yugoslav then. The Yugoslavia before whatever happened over there. They had an amateur team that toured the South Pacific, and I remember the bloke's name because he was world champ, Dame Muscaro. I put him to sleep with left hook, second round, and they went, "Oh, what's going on?"
But
they thought I was a ringer. Yeah, Emmanuel. Sorry, I've just gone off. I've got excited. World champion, all that.
He had 32 fights under his belt when you fought him.
100% is very.
But that was a great fight, Jeff. That was a great fight.
Yes, creditable fight.
Mate, 1987, you stepped in there and you stopped Matt Ballou who had 36 fights.
that was no. Was that the guy that took his shoes off?
I'm not sure.
No, Matt Ballou. That was a Blacktown RSL.
That was Blacktown RSL.
Yeah, that's Matt, yeah, of course.
And then
he was Joe Nattiva's brother.
That's 100%. They were brothers. John Tapau Sr. had 17 fights under his belt. You fought him at the Entertainment Centre and you stopped him in 2 rounds.
Johnny was a junior middleweight and he got in the ring at a light heavyweight.
I know, right?
He looked like he'd been eating chocolate eggs, so he looked like Humpty Dumpty. He was overweight, he wasn't the right Johnny.
He used to be a regular.
He was a good fighter.
Yeah. And then you fought a guy who didn't see this fight. In 1987, you fought Luca Sugar Joel at Cronulla Leagues Club. Knocked him out in 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Yeah. He wasn't anything. No disrespect to anyone that I say that about, but as far as boxing, and he wasn't even fit, to be honest.
No. Then you backed up and you fought also in 1987 for Mosisi Villa. He had 9 fights under his belt. Fought him at the Entertainment Centre.
Moses Villa, they took his shoes off. He was sliding around like he was on ice. Like he was in the, what do they call that, skating on ice or something. Anyway, so they stopped the time out, right? And I'm like, get over to your neutral corner. I goes, what's going on here? So anyway, the crowds in this entertainment said he had a foot that long. My feet, he could. Anyway, so they took his shoes off, and the crowd roared. He was a southpaw, that guy, and he come smoking out there. Right, anyway, so fair enough, I put the lid on him.
That was at 2 rounds.
Yeah, 2
Now, the next fight, you were taken the distance by a guy who refereed in a Commonwealth title fight. That's Apollo Sweet. Only had 6 fights under his belt. He went the full 10 rounds.
He was a cruiserweight. Who won the cruiserweight?
That's right. He won the.
Yeah, I was basically just really 12-stone fighter. So that was a
Cruiserweight
fight.
Commonwealth champ.
That's right. They all said, what are you fighting this fight? He took me the distance, and that was the hardest fight I'd had because of the weight factor.
He's bigger.
Oh, bigger, and it was the best. That was the fight before Don Lee. Before Doug Sam. And that was just a blessing that I fought that guy.
Okay, Doug Sam was next. 25 fights under his belt. You stopped him in 8 rounds at the Rosehill Racecourse.
That's right.
He had fought for the world title, John Cole Park.
Yeah.
And went 15 rounds. Went 15 rounds with John Cole Park.
Good skill.
You stopped him in 8 rounds. Tell me about your fight with Doug Sam.
Oh well, he teed off of me, picking his shots as such. I used to break his spirit.
You used to wear him down.
I used to like getting hit, Hitman. Bullshit.
Then they brought out a South American and had 59 fights. Jorge Salgado. You fought him at the
he's tough as old boots.
You stopped him in 5 rounds.
That's
Tell me
right.
about all that.
Oh no, he was. He come out smoking as well. Very tough, durable, but body shots. You don't like it in the body.
Argentina, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
He's trained down the. They told me where mine's on train at the Blue Goose gym. They call it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, down in Buenos Aires. So
they beat him tough down there, Jeff.
Yeah.
Now, mate, the next guy they brought out, I had a real good look at him, mate, because I refereed your fight with Don Lee. Dangerous Don Lee. It was world class.
Oh yeah.
It was a tremendous fight. Right up there with your fights with Andres, mate.
No, he was.
Stopped him in 8 rounds.
He just won the world title. This is the bullshit.
He knocked out Tony Simpson.
100%. He was #1 contender in the world. He just lost the title to Michael Elijah. They bring him out to Australia, have an easy fight, have a holiday, let him get his faculties back. Yeah, bullshit. He brought him out and fought me. I was getting no Sky Channel money. Hey, read my book out there because they're gonna get it, and they're gonna get it big.
Now, Don Lee, you split his lip all the way through.
That's right.
And I asked him during the fight, that was when the lip was first split, did he want to carry on? He said, yeah.
Of course, he's a warrior.
But in round 8, he said, no, I've had enough.
Yeah.
You wore him out, he had nothing left in the
100%.
tank. But put up a very game fight, Don.
And I was working for the council then, the Sydney Electricity. Yeah. And I went to work, and there was my boss, because I couldn't even put my peak hat on. He knows it's pretty squashed anyway, but
he lifted you with uppercut in the early rounds. He was lifting you with uppercuts.
Oh, I tell you,
but you came down and stayed focused.
I had
your eyes on him, and
I had 2 foreheads. One to put my hat on, and the other one I couldn't fit my hat on.
Now, also in 1988, they brought out another American, Charles Dean Moore, had 20 fights under his belt.
Yeah.
He also stopped him in 8 rounds.
That's right.
Haunted the Pavilion.
That's right.
Tell me about Charles Dean Moore.
Just a durable bloke.
Yeah.
Very.
Very tough.
Yeah, tough. He was one of them blokes that you had to work hard.
Now the next, they brought out the unbeaten South American, Carlos Antunes, had 18 fights,
That's
unbeaten.
Right. Tweed
18
Edge.
fights. Up there at Tweed Edge, you knocked him out in 9 rounds. Tell me about
That's
Carlos
right.
Antunes.
Yeah, well, that was a fight that everyone was a bit worried about because he's undefeated. Didn't bother me. Yeah, I just did the business. I was training up there on the Gold Coast.
What was the knockout punch, left hook?
Left hook. Oh, left hook, right uppercut. Like a combination, but it's hitting him good, and he was taking it. And it just, once you chip at the rock, it cracks.
Then they brought out another good American, Art Jimison.
Yeah, he was the
12 and 2 record.
Newcastle, is that right?
That was in Cardiff, Workers.
That's right. Yeah, that was a good.
You won a points decision.
That's right, and that was a bloody good. He was a good opponent, that fella. As far as to bring me on, as far as my experience was concerned, and you even see Fennick.
He had a good career.
Jeff jumps up on the ring apron, gives me a kiss, so that was how good I went that night. You know what I mean?
Now I remember the next time you jumped in the ring, you weren't feeling too well. You were suffering from the flu. You fought Nesta Giovannini.
I was
27-3-2. You were cooked.
Yeah, they let me fight.
You won over 10 rounds.
But it'll be like I said.
He was world class, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And like I said to the viewers out there, get Hitman's book because they're all getting twice the left hook.
Then your next fight, which is legendary in boxing, 1989, you travelled to Atlantic City. You were the underdog, you weren't supposed to do it, mate. You pulled it off with 15 fights under your belt. Andres had a 34-7-2 record, you stopped him in 12. Came from behind.
Yeah.
What a war.
No one give me a hope. No one.
You pulled it off, Jeff.
No one gave me hope.
Hey, mate, then you had several good title wins. Tom Collins stopped him in 2 rounds up at Brisbane.
He hit me with the right hand. The earth did a complete somersault.
Then Nestor Giovannini, you got hold of him again.
Yeah.
You didn't muck around
That's
the second
right,
time.
yeah, I was well.
TKO in 11 rounds.
And he could tell because it was different altogether.
Atlantic City. 1990, fought Dennis Andres in Melbourne.
That's right.
Lost in 7.
Yeah, my ears were painted on.
You fought in non-title
Why I
fights.
say that is because got told, wouldn't listen, knew everything, but knew nothing, and got found out because I was the only one that night in the Melbourne Entertainment Centre looking on that was written on the ceiling. I was reading it. You flip. Looking
Then you beat
straight
the
up
American Stacey McSwain. You knocked him out in 3 rounds at the Entertainment Centre. Then you got David Vedder. You beat David Vedder on points over 10.
Yeah, that was I fought David twice. Yeah.
And you fought David Vedder. You gave him a title shot when you won the title back. You beat Bobby Jennings from the USA. Stopped him in 7 rounds at Broadbeach. Then you got the revenge on Dennis Andres for the 3rd time.
Finally.
You fought him in London, England. Tell me about that fight.
September 11, 1991. That was strange, the date, but the only thing that came down that day was Dennis Andrews' belt.
Yeah. Was that the toughest fight of the 3 fights?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You always pass
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Then in a
I
classic,
trained the hardest too for that.
then in a classic bout, you travelled to France, 92, and you fought Christophe Tiozzo. Well, they all thought you'd beat Tiozzo.
Yeah,
Tiozzo
75 million people watched that live in Europe, and I come back on the taxation department, French revenue. How do you work that out? We're all going to find it out in the book.
Then you caught up with David Vedder again, eh? You fought him in France.
That's right,
You
my
gave
last
him a shot at the title.
Last fight.
Yeah, you beat him over 12
And then
rounds.
19 months without a fight as world champion. So, hey.
And then Mike McCallum. Fought Mike McCallum.
I needed the rabbit, which was the old terminology, the greyhound.
Very close bout. One of the judges, Rudy Ortega, only had a point in it. Very close fight.
Yeah, I just couldn't get going. Mike was a great fighter, one of my idols, basically, in the Hagler Hearns.
Today, Jeff, you still look like you could make light heavyweight.
Yeah, so watch it.
Thanks for your time, Jeff.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks, viewers.
All the best, mate.